I hope you're sitting down because I have a whopper for you. I mean, seriously, there's a brand new book out that I want to tell you about, and I don't think you're actually going to believe that it's real. But before I get to that, I want to bring you back to the last 4 years and remind you about how the left-wing legacy covered up the decline of Joe Biden. They gaslit anybody who questioned his cognitive decline, even though we could see it with our own eyes. They allowed the staff at the White House to shield him from public display. Any discussion about Joe Biden's fitness for office was off limits, allowing staff to go on air like that genius Corinne Jean-Pierre and talk about how she could barely keep up with Joe Biden. I mean, no one really believed it, but they didn't call that misinformation or lies because they allowed her to do it. They platformed people who were lying and gaslighting you about Joe Biden's fitness for office. They hid the truth from us. Jake Tapper literally went after Laura Trump on his air because she suggested something that we all could see, plain as day. Take a look.
How do you think it makes little kids with stutters feel when they see you make a comment like that?
First and foremost, I had no idea that Joe Biden ever suffered from a stutter. I think what we see on stage with Joe Biden, Jake, is very clearly a cognitive decline.
Okay.
That's what I'm referring to. It makes me uncomfortable
You have
to watch somebody on stage search for
That's so amazing.
questions
It's so amazing to me
and try and figure out an answer.
A cognitive decline.
Well, when you're trying to tell me that what I was suggesting was
I think that you were mocking his stutter.
Yeah,
I think you were mocking his stutter, and I think you have absolutely no standing to diagnose somebody's cognitive decline.
But here's where it gets really good. The gaslighter in chief, Jake Tapper, is now, wait for it, I asked you to sit down. Please sit down because this is amazing. He announced that he is writing a book. The name of that book is this: Original Sin, President Biden's Decline, Its Cover-Up, and His Disastrous Choice to Run Again. Yeah, you heard that right. President Biden's Decline, Its Cover-Up. Its cover-up? You covered it up. You were cover-upper in chief. They are now going to try to profit off the very lies, the gaslighting, and the misinformation that they spread. Think about this. They literally are going to try to make money. Now, there are some rumors that the deal is falling apart. First, because of blowback on Tapper. The idea that this guy who kicked people like Laura Trump off for actually saying things that were obvious. And also because the publisher's getting heat from the left, saying, how dare you expose Joe Biden, let him go to pasture. But here we are again. We voted for change in November and we got it. And market forces are at it again, saying this is ridiculous. This is misinformation. This is wrong. And we should cancel this.
Well, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get more.